Hello, fellow traders. Nutty Bar Trading coming to you on a Saturday, July 22nd. And today's video is just going to be the summary report for week number 12. Basically, we're just going to go over my trades for the week. Not every single trade, but just summarize kind of how my week went and just kind of go over any changes that I might be looking to make. And kind of usually spend some time on where my biggest struggles are. If you're new here, I basically use this channel to document my trading journey, and it's very important to me that I'm fully transparent with you guys. So that means you'll see everything. You'll see the good, bad, and ugly. And this is to, again, document, journal my trading journey. And I am not a polished trader. I have many flaws, and basically I'm just trying to improve, and I want to be able to go in a year from now, go back in these videos, and I want to be able to see my progress into becoming a consistently profitable trader. We're not there yet. We're trying to get to that point. We don't know how long this is going to take. We really don't. Some people, it takes 2-3 years to become consistently profitable. For me, we don't know. For me, a lot of people ask actually how long I've been trading. And I think the honest answer is that I've been trading for about 9 months, 6 to 9 months. I started actually about 9 months ago, actually. But I wasn't really trading that much in the beginning. And in the last 6 months is when I've really kind of dug in and kind of took it more seriously and gotten a lot of screen time. So again, some people, it takes 2 to 3 years to become consistently profitable. I hope it won't take that long, but we don't know. It's a process, and it takes time. It takes time and experience. And yeah, when we're kind of putting myself out there, people see my failures. I hope it can resonate with other traders that are going through similar things, and that we can kind of go on this journey together. I really appreciate people encouraging. Obviously, I think sometimes for people that might be consistently profitable and have already went through that 2 to 3 years of struggle and learning, for them, watching some of my videos and watching me trade, I think can become frustrating. I understand that because they see me making mistakes that they maybe made themselves, and they're trying to help me to not make those mistakes. Anyway, that's what we're doing on this channel. If that is something that you appreciate, want to follow along, hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. But let's just dive right in. Yeah, let me find the right screen here. Here we go. Okay, first we're actually going to look at our accounts. Okay, so this is directly from Rhythmic. These are my funded, you can see these are all my funded accounts, and we actually have 5 evaluation accounts that are passed, but I'm just going to leave them at the 6 days traded. Hopefully I'll never need them. I don't plan to activate them, but they're kind of there as a backup. But for now, so my goal right now is just to trade 2 accounts. So right now we're trading this account and this account. These 2 accounts are the only 2 accounts we're trading at the moment. And when we started, I kind of made this change. I think it was it last week? Yeah, it was last Wednesday. I kind of made a decision. You know what? Because I had been trading all 20 or all 17 accounts at the same time. And I think it was putting so much mental pressure on me that was just made things even worse. So basically I'm trying to scale down, not trade as many accounts, just so I can get acclimated with trading funded accounts. For me, it's not difficult for me to trade and be profitable with evaluation accounts. But as soon as I switched to trading funded accounts, the mental aspect of that, it was just a hurdle. And I wasn't myself. I wasn't trading like I usually, I was trading with a fear of losing. And I was more worried about losing than I was about trading well. And I think anyone knows that just doesn't go well. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're scaling back, unlinking all those accounts. We're only trading 2 accounts, still use the trade copier to do that. But my goal is just to trade well. We started out just trading 1 to 2 micros toward the end of this week. Still only trading those 2 accounts, but we were trading, now we're trading 2 to 3 micros. And so basically the plan going forward is to scale up, and I'm going to start doing that next week with these 2 funded accounts, where we're going to trade, 4 to 6 micros next week. And again, this is just to get acclimated and getting used to trading funded accounts, so where it comes second nature. But yeah, I think actually I was looking, and most of these accounts we've had most of these accounts now for over 60 days, which is crazy. But I am happy that, it has been a downhill kind of, or an uphill journey, or my profit and loss has gone down. And we had these accounts in drawdown for most of that 60 days. And now basically, I'm going to try and take these 2 accounts, and we want to get these 2 accounts to a payout. And I want to pay out on these 2 accounts, maybe take out $1,000 per account. And then, just kind of get my confidence back, take a payout, maybe ease the pressure a little bit is kind of my thought. And then start linking together a little bit more accounts. My end goal is still the same. I started out on this journey, and my plan was in the beginning to trade 20 accounts at the same time. And my goal was to make on average $40 a day. And again, if you do the math, $40 a day average, I know it won't, obviously probably need to look at close to $80 winning days, to make up for the losing days. But, if you look at an average $40 a day times 20 accounts, it's a really good living. And that's still my goal. I want to take it slow. Obviously, trading micros, doing that. But I need to take a little bit more baby steps to get there. And it's taken me kind of long to get to that realization. But you know what? Like I said, it's all part of the process and all part of my growing progress. So anyway, let's look at TRADEZELLA, and we'll just kind of look at the week. Here we go. Okay, so for the week, let's look at it overall first. So this is pretty ugly. Again, if you're new, yeah, I agree. This is ugly. And, we basically went from trading evals consistently and, passing evals kind of where it wasn't that difficult, and then switching over to funded accounts. And this is what happened. We had a couple days like this day right here where we just completely went on tilt, and it was ugly. So, and we did also blow some accounts during this time, which is in this profit and loss. And now we've since, got them back again, but I want to stop doing that. I'm just going to stick with these 20 and only obviously focus on the 2 accounts, get that to pay out, and then we'll move forward from there. But then you can just see, there's not much to say here. It's just been a complete bloodbath, and it's just ugly. It's just, there's no other way around it. So we're trying to rectify that. So I'm going to change this to this week. So that is this week. So we had a good week. All green days for the first time in, I'm not even sure how long. Obviously June was just completely ugly. Ugh. May, I guess we did have a week in May where we had an all green week. So first green week since May 22nd. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's been a challenge. But I did definitely like my progress this week. Again, we started here on the 12th. This is when we started only trading my 2 accounts, using it, going very slow and just taking it easy, only trading 2 accounts. And, I haven't had a losing day. Now, probably Monday I'll have a red day for sure now that I say this. But, I think it does speak somewhat to the fact that it's less pressure, and mentally, it just allows me to trade more freely and eliminating that fear of losing. So, but yeah, for the week, we ended the week with $2,557 in profit. That is a little bit misleading because on this day, we actually did trade on a couple other accounts. I went off the plan a little bit just because I had a really good trade in the morning where I actually accidentally was trading the NQ instead of the micros. I was trading the minis. And you know how that always works out. It usually means you'll lose, but actually, I don't watch my profit and loss anymore. And I entered the trade and completely didn't realize that I was on minis. And I actually ended up hitting my profit target, my first profit target, and then my second profit target didn't hit, but it hit my trailing stop loss, which is right here. But I did end up making really good money on those 2 accounts. So I didn't want to mess that up. So I did actually trade the other accounts, and I'll do that from time to time, just so that all these accounts don't just sit here dormant for a month or 2 months. I don't want them sitting here and not being traded at all. So I will maybe periodically, just for one day, maybe take a trade on each account just so they're, I just don't want them sitting dormant and not being traded for over a month, if that makes sense. So I'll probably do that like once a week, where I'll just take a trade on each account just so they're active. And I don't think Apex has any specific rule against that, but I don't want to risk it. So anyway, Friday, I do want to, let me go back. So Monday and Tuesday, I was actually out of town. I was on a business trip. So these trades, were all trades I took off stream. And Monday wasn't that great of a day. You can see we started out in the red the first couple of trades, but then climbed back and lost again some, and ended the day in a little bit of green. Wasn't that great of a day, but I kind of took trades like in between meetings, and I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. But I guess it is what it is. And then the same with Tuesday. Also started off red, but then had a couple afternoon trades that were really good trades. I think on these all these trades right here, I basically liked the setup, put my entry, and I basically walked away and let the trade do its thing, and it hit my take profit. Happy with that. And then Wednesday was basically a break-even day. Kind of had a pretty big red day going. Had this big loss. So looking at my note here, took a big loss on another V-shaped reversal. I want to spend a little time talking about that. these V-shaped reversals keep happening on NQ. And it really, I look for pullback entries, trading with the trend. If I see strong momentum and we get a pullback, I like to, enter on that pullback to continue that momentum down or up, whatever direction we're going. And NQ has had these V-shaped reversals, and yeah, I've gotten destroyed on a couple of those where, and I'm trying to be. I was looking back at my trades of the week and going through all of them, and I try to basically just, okay, what could I do better, and what could I learn from on my bad trades, and almost all of those were on V-shaped reversals, and I should have gotten out sooner. I think that my takeaway from that was basically getting out. If that price starts going against me, to get out. And I let it run a little bit long at times. That is one thing it's kind of a catch-22 because I'm using micros and it does allow me to have a lot wider stops. And that actually has really helped as well. So I have to be a little bit careful with allowing that price to move and breathe. But then also not having it too wide where it is obviously going against me, and just continuing to stay in the trade until I get stopped out for a big loss. So still trying to just trying to understand the price action on some of those V-shaped reversals is difficult, but trying to learn from that. And then Friday, had a good day Friday to close the week. $236 total in profit. But did want to speak a little bit. So here again was just an example. If I look at my note, I started off with 3 straight losses because of another V-shaped reversal. Need to be more patient on my entries, but battle back with some good trades. So if we go and look here, this is actually the 3rd trade that I took of the morning. We're just going to look at this, kind of show what I'm talking about with these V-shaped reversals. And basically me trying to catch that. And I'm starting to find out, one thing I'm learning from just back testing and going back and looking at those V-shaped reversals is it seems like they happen when we have really big moves in one direction or the other. It's like the NQ isn't really giving me a pullback opportunity, but then once it doesn't do a pullback, it just does this V-shaped reversal. Not sure why this isn't loading. Looks like they have some issues here. Let me try this. It was loading just literally 10 minutes ago. Anyway. Well, I guess I can't show it now. Basically, and I don't have my Ninja Trader open, but basically it was another V-shaped reversal. I was trying to catch that pullback. I felt pretty confident that we're going to test the lows again. And I got stopped out 3 times in a row yesterday morning. But I maintained, I got stopped out. But then it did start reversing and I entered again. I didn't let those 3 prior losses kind of stop me. And I actually ended up getting 3 profitable trades on that move then. So it was okay. But if I would have just been a little bit more patient on my initial entry, it would have been way better. So again, just things I need to learn, things I am learning. But anyway, overall, had a good week. Had a good week, but we're a long way from being considered consistently profitable. I totally understand that. We got to do this for months, a couple of months. So just need to follow this up with another consistent week We're not going to have all green days. That's okay. But we just have to continue to be consistent, take good trades, cut our losses, let our winners run, and onward and upward. So that's it for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Appreciate everyone's support. I trade live every day. Tune in. We have a awesome community just to hang out, chat with each other as we trade to pass the time a little bit faster. So anyway, take care. Hopefully everyone has a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, and God bless.